The Mission Trails Regional Park Foundation is pleased to present Second Nature, the Heart of Creativity, a fine art exhibition featuring 8 award-winning artists: Joey Edwards, Sandro Giacomangelli, Ralph Kingery, Anna Kirkland, India Lamotte, Glen Osku, Jerry Vandenberg, and Mary Anita Winklea. Joey Edwards is an avid photographer, part-time astronomer, and full-time curiosity junkie. Over the last decade, he has taken pictures in many diverse locations, including the Galapagos, Bali, the Amazon, the Andes, Yosemite National Park, Thailand, and Buenos Aires. Most recently, he and his wife drove up to Oregon with their dogs to witness and photograph the solar eclipse. In the past few months, Joey has displayed his work at Inspirations Gallery in Glow, a group show. San Diego artist Sandro Giacomangelli has been painting wildlife for over 30 years and hopes his artwork will help promote the idea of conservation and respect for the natural world. Sandro's favorite medium is acrylic layers on oil crayon, and Mother Nature his main subject matter. Ralph Kingery was a planner for most of his adult life. After retirement, he started watercolor classes, joined the San Diego Watercolor Society and the San Diego Art Mart Association in Balboa Park. Since then, 48 of his paintings have been shown at the San Diego Watercolor Society. His art has been exhibited in San Diego at the mayor's office, at Mission Trails Visitor Center, Balboa Park, La Jolla Library, and Liberty Public Market. His work has also been seen in Eugene, Oregon, Salamanca, Spain, and Avignon, France. As a youngster, Anna Kirkland intuitively began drawing in the dirt with sticks and rocks and spent hours per day occupied with drawing images of people she knew and scenes with trees and mountains. After graduating from university, she worked for Smith, Barney, Hill, and Knowlton, and others as a corporate graphic designer. One summer, she left the city to spend a few weeks in Oregon as a sound recorder for Reader's Digest National Parks video series. She applied for film grants and began a new life in Florida, co-founding a small wildlife film production company. Due to the required hours spent out in nature, Anna also found a lot of time making sketches of the landscape and wildlife around her during her travels. Her life experiences and love of nature and wildlife has become the foundation for her landscape and plein air paintings. India Lamotte is a young photographer and San Diego native. Raised on the beaches and in the deserts of San Diego County, she discovered early on the beauty of nature untouched by man. Using a mixture of both old school and digital mediums, she aims to capture raw beauty wherever she can. Glen Osku is a self-taught artist. He has been painting and drawing since the 1970s, starting in Connecticut, Vermont, South Dakota, and in San Diego since 1980. He enjoys acrylic painting in a variety of subjects, ranging across natural landscapes, wildlife, pets, and people engaged in a fun time within nature. Glen strives to convey elements of the beauty surrounding us in nature and foster happy emotions in the viewer approaching the natural enjoyment of being there. Glen is a member of the Borrego Art Institute, South Bayfront Artists Association, and Foothills Art Association. Jerry Vandenberg is a former research investigator at the Veterans Medical Center and University of California, San Diego. He has studied with internationally famous artists such as Gary Johnson, Lee Cromschroeder, and John Siri Lester. He has received numerous awards and juried Best in Show and first place in oil and watercolor categories in many exhibitions. Jerry's paintings have been purchased by private collectors of wildlife art and many national corporations throughout the United States. An appreciation for the manner in which wildlife exists daily in their environment is Jerry's primary goal in his paintings. Inspired by the work, words, and thoughts of Vincent van Gogh, Mary Anita Winklea began painting when she was 16. When reflecting back on her art-filled life, she has said, "I was so inspired when I first began painting. I would use any flat surface I could find and cover it with my painting. That approach has stayed with me, allowing me to utilize my creativity to transform many different surfaces into works of art. Mostly self-taught, she has worked as an illustrator designer for over 40 years, with painting as her first love. Her Imaginary Gardens series is an homage to nature, real and imagined. Mary Anita was born in and has lived most of her life in San Diego. This exhibit will be on display in the Mission Trails Regional Park Visitor Center Art Gallery, January 6th through 30th, 2018. The public is cordially invited to a reception in honor of the artist on Sunday, January 14th from 1 to 4 p.m.